Hey everyone, welcome to the Sampler Pack Podcast. Today we're going to be just giving you some advice. I'm your host Thumper.
And I am Golden Boy.
Okay, as I said, we're doing advice, so we're going to just hop right into it today. We're going to probably do about 2 or 3 advice giving things. So, let's go. I'll start it off. We need a guy's name, Charlie.
Guy's name? What's our topic?
I haven't had sex yet with my girlfriend of 2 months.
I don't know, a guy's name. What kind of guy would not have sex with their girlfriend for 2 months? Sounds like a Richard. Let's call him Richard.
Alright. Richard says, "Hey guys, it's my second time ever." No, I'll start right here. I've been dating this girl who is 19 years old. I'm 24, BT dubs.
Oh.
She's originally from another state and now lives in Melbourne by herself studying at uni.
That's in Australia, listeners.
We've been dating for nearly over 2 months now, and we haven't had any sex yet. She lives here on her own and still haven't been invited, and I still haven't been invited to her apartment. Parentheses, which she lives alone in. We've only gone out in public for our dates, and it's really getting my head racing with doubts and insecurities. We are an official couple, as she wanted to be exclusive, and now that she's really likes me, and I know she really likes me, but it bothers me that we haven't really been intimate yet. We haven't even really kissed that much. I mean, we have kissed, but it's more like a 2-second thing, a peck at that. We've only ever made out once passionately. This girl is originally from the country and is very down to earth and has very good morals. She isn't a toxic individual like I've encountered with others in the past. I've actually asked myself whether she might be a virgin. She told me that she's only had one other boyfriend in her life and that she ended it because he wanted to take the relationship to the next level. So that piece of information may indicate that she hasn't been intimate yet. I don't mean to sound like a pig, but I really like this girl and I want a long future with her, but I just want some advice on this subject matter. I'm extremely happy just being with her at the moment, but at the same time I'm very curious as to why we haven't been intimate yet. I think for a guy to bring this up to a girl might make her feel pressured and give her the wrong ideas.
Well, first off, I know you didn't mean for us to read this, but simplify your damn problem. Holy poop.
Oh, I know.
It's like 6 paragraphs, guys. That was excessive.
Yeah, that was excessive for what you have to say here. First of all, what do I want to say?
What do we have to say to this guy? You kind of are a pig. Let's just set
you
that
are
up.
a pig.
I mean,
It's,
2 months
I just
is
feel
not
like 2
that
months.
long.
Yeah, it's not long at all. You're just like, why the fuck haven't we had sex yet? I don't want to sound like a pig, but what the fuck?
Maybe it's a cultural thing, though.
Maybe.
He's Australian, right?
I guess if they're in Melbourne. I didn't even know where that was, so you said that was Australia. And he said uni, like, at university, which no one in America says in university. It's college.
It's got to be Melbourne, Australia. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just sleuths down there.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he also said...
And he's 24. I don't know about other people, but that just weirds me out when people are so much older.
That's not... I mean...
That's just me, I guess. I think that's weird.
It depends when they started,
and,
I guess.
like...
2 months ago.
This woman's only... Yeah, 2 months ago.
No, but I'm saying, like...
And, like, this woman is only 19 years old. I shouldn't even call her a woman. She's a girl.
And
she
wouldn't like you to say that.
Oh, I don't care. She's a girl. God damn it.
Hey, this is a girl with morals.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of this woman. This guy is just a fucky, I think. Like, he's a fucky.
He's a fucky.
It's just like, he's 24 years old.
Richard.
I don't want to be a pig, but in a sense, I need to figure out how I can pressure my girlfriend into having sex with me at 2 months.
Yeah, you...
Because she's not putting out. You even mentioned in here twice, which she lives alone in her apartment. Why aren't we having sex? She won't even kiss me.
I'd like... Alright, Richard. I'm gonna call you Dick. Just so we're completely clear here, I just want to throw out the idea that maybe she doesn't really like you. Despite you specifically saying, I know she really likes me. I think you're going to have to, there's a chance she doesn't.
Yeah, maybe she's like, I thought this guy was okay when I first met him, but he's just a douche. And like, that's why I only give him pecs, because I feel so uncomfortable being by you. Like, oh God, this guy knows I live alone, and he wants to bang me, and I don't want to be by him.
Richard, our friend Richard, really does come off as a creep.
He does.
As a.
He seems creepy. You're a 24-year-old creeper, Richard.
Let's see.
I don't even know what kind of advice to. What
stop.
I want some
His
advice.
Advice is stop.
Yeah, stop being a fucking weirdo.
Stop being you.
Yeah, change your whole life.
Change
everything about
change
you.
Who you are
Richard.
as a person.
Because 2 months is not that long. I guess if I had to give you like some sort of serious advice, man up, be a man and talk to your lady. I guess.
No, my serious advice is change who you are as a person. Because this is like.
Well, he's I don't want to make her uncomfortable. I feel like
if you want
you're just such.
Advice.
He's so contradictive. Of like, well, she's a good country girl with morals. I think she might be a virgin. But why the fuck won't she put out? No, she's country. It says that. She's originally from the country.
Does that mean she's originally Australian? From down under?
G'day, mate.
That's what I was going to say when we stop talking about this one.
G'day, mate. Pump your brakes, kid. You crossing the line. That's what I think this kid needs. You need to pump your brakes, kid. You crossing the line.
Crawfish on the patio.
Yeah, be a man, Richard. I guess, even though she is gonna feel uncomfortable if you try to ask her why you haven't banged.
What do you mean by being man? Like, what do you want him to say to her?
Well, he's like, why
won't you have sex with me?
I
Is that what you want him to ask?
I guess, be like, why aren't we intimate? Not sex.
Dude,
he's
the
like,
post is I haven't
had sex with
my girlfriend.
I feel like Richard's a weird guy.
I mean, the fact that they've also only made out once.
Yeah, and he wants to go to sex.
He wants to jump the gun.
Oh yeah, this girl last time, like, broke it off with her boyfriend because they went to the next level.
Well, maybe they don't play baseball down there. They don't have bases. You know
That's gotta be it. They're just like, all I know is
they play cricket in Australia.
Yeah, and there's only one base.
You run back and forth.
There's only one base, and it's sex.
That's true.
So they think of cricket as I'm gonna sex. Yeah. That's what I get.
Well, I apologize for my cultural ignorance. It all makes sense now.
Now it makes sense. Richard, you're in the right.
Yeah.
She should be having sex with you because that's all you guys know.
I don't know who this chick is.
You don't play baseball and don't know the first, second, third base and all that. You just know cricket.
That place is crazy.
I guess. Sorry, Richard.
Yeah,
we're ignorant.
She'll probably get eaten by a snake.
Yeah.
A wallaby. No, what ate the baby? A dingo.
A dingo ate your baby.
So.
All right. Well, Richard, hopefully you were able to take something out of this advice.
Yeah. If you ever come to the United States, change who you are. I guess in Australia.
Because we have a base system here, man.
Keep doing you, man.
Yeah, keep doing you because you're doing it right. And then we could end it with good day, mate.
Oh, you bastard.
I stole your thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That was our first international.
Yeah, that was cool.
We're assuming. We can't know that.
We don't really know where anyone comes from, but this guy had to put his country.
Okay.
So yeah, Golden Boy.
So I'm gonna give you two different titles, and I want you to pick out. One of these is kind of a throwback to our first one.
Okay.
The title is, Today I found out I have mouth and genital herpes, and my girlfriend of 1 year does not know yet.
Oh my lord.
So that's the title of that one. And the other one is, How can I become someone who would be your friend? That's not geared at us. That's not geared specifically at us. So
we can
do both.
Yeah, I'll probably want to do both, but let's do this friend one first.
So we need a name. This is a guy.
This guy seems so creepy. I'm gonna call him Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
but he goes by Jeffrey. Like, this isn't a Jeffrey that goes by Jeff.
He goes
Like,
by Jeffrey.
When the,
yeah.
when the teacher's
He's
like,
not
would
like,
you prefer
he's
if
like,
we call you
call me
something else?
Jeffrey.
Call me Jeffrey.
Call me
Yeah, okay.
Jeffrey, please.
Gotcha. So, Jeffrey writes, I'm a 19-year-old guy who recently moved to a new city. I don't have friends here, but I also had very few friends before anyway. So, I am in college now and trying to make some friends. Anyway, I know I'm not very attractive to say the least, but I'm trying to improve on what I can do to become more social. Also, I don't drink, but more than 75% of my class does. I've been paying more attention to what I wear, and have also started working out. I was very, very shy before I hit 18, and since then, I've been improving a lot on talking to people I don't know, but I still have a lot to do. I need some tips on becoming more social.
All right.
Jeffrey.
Wow, you are a fucking mess, Jeffrey.
I guess.
I think this is just gonna end up being like my saying, but like, be a fucking man, Jeffrey. God damn.
Dude,
like,
that can't be your advice to every
that's
guy.
just how I like to start it off with,
Okay.
because
So there's a lot to being a man.
yeah, there's so much to being a man that
Okay.
Jeffrey obviously doesn't know shit about. Jeffrey, what the fuck, man? Have some confidence in yourself. You just sound like such a pathetic individual.
Hey, he said
like,
he's getting better.
no, I'm glad that he's getting better, but like, I know I'm not a very attractive man, which isn't that
That's
bad. I
true.
guess people understand that.
That's true. It's still,
but, like,
it's depressing to read.
It was depressing to read, but at the same time, like, Jeffrey, why the fuck you're trying to change everything about yourself? Like, you just make it like that's. I don't know. I'm against that. Why change who you are to try to make people
but
like
so
you?
So many people do that in college. That's like a thing.
I know. I guess once you go
He
to
says-
college, it's
yeah, he
like your
says
second chance to
This is like his
be
first,
someone
first
different.
year in college, he says. So
I want to know how he knows 70. That was a very specific number.
He must have a small
75%.
class, right?
Yeah, he must go to a really small college because we go to a big college and supposedly, what is it? We take this little stupid online drinking stuff, and they said like less than half the school drinks, which if that's true, I don't believe that, but
I'll just say we're in. I'm not gonna tell you the city, but I'll say we're in the Midwest. Which
slowly they're starting to find out where we are.
I mean,
we're in the Midwest.
Our school drinks
at a big school,
but
that
I don't
drinks.
like any college in the country. I'm assuming
everyone drinks.
Like, yeah, like that's when you go to college. You drink. That's what you do.
I don't, Jeffrey. You're willing to change everything about yourself, but like,
you won't
but
drink?
I don't drink.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, you're already on a downhill slope. You might as well keep going, I guess.
He's paying attention to what he wears. He's starting to talk to more people.
Yeah,
he's working
out. Like, why don't just add drinking? Because
maybe he's not drinking to be in better shape.
I guess. Like, fuck, man, though. I don't even know what advice to give you.
Well, he wants tips
to
on
get
becoming
friends.
more social. I have one. Drink.
Drink.
I'm serious. I mean,
drinking will give you confidence.
It will. That's true.
To talk to people.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like
I even heard of this. You could use Tinder and not use it to like bang chicks, even though you want to, but make friends.
Oh, because
just going and meeting women
so
and
do
just
you
being
switch like on preferences to bi? Like, would you put as bi then? Because you don't want to make only friends that are girls.
Yeah, but I don't want. You don't want to get bi people that are like,
oh,
you're a dick. I thought we were gonna bang. Thought you were into this.
That's what Grindr's for, though.
I guess I would just. You don't
want to make only.
I think a lot of women are on whatever the fuck Tinder, and they don't even want to bang either.
I disagree.
Really? You think there's a lot of chicks on there that want to bang?
I'm not saying they necessarily want to bang, but
or maybe like
they
a
definitely
relationship.
are looking for. Yeah.
I guess.
There has to be so few percentage of people that are on Tinder just to make friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Because that's just a creepy way to make friends. You're literally basing your friends off attractiveness then.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like, oh, this guy.
Yeah, but Jeffrey's already pathetic.
He's unattractive too, so he probably wouldn't get a lot of matches. That's all I'm saying.
But what if there's other unattractive people, and then they would match?
That's true.
And then maybe you would find people that are actually going to be your friends, Jeffrey, instead of having to change yourself.
But do you really want to hang out with the unattractive people? Come on. All the cool kids.
I guess.
All the cool kids are the good-looking kids.
I wish I could be like the cool kids.
Oh, nice.
Because all the cool kids, they seem to fit in.
I wish I knew more words to that song.
That's the only verse I know. Other advice to give him.
He needs tips on, besides drinking.
Maybe take a speech class. Maybe you're awkward at talking to people. You're in school, take a speech class so you can learn to talk to people.
Did that help you? I never took one.
I don't know. I think I was kind of
You were social
outgoing,
going
like social anyways, so it didn't bother me. I feel like it's easier to talk to people than give a speech.
See,
I don't know. That's how I feel.
I don't know. A big thing for me would just be finding people with common interests.
Yeah, like join some clubs.
Like
if you're at a school,
you have to have a hobby. Well,
Yeah.
maybe he does. No, he has to have a hobby.
By the looks of it, he's probably gonna be like, he's probably Googling what do cool kids do, and those are gonna be his hobbies.
But maybe he can find like the gym rats.
Maybe
He said he's starting to work out.
if he wants to be one of those guys,
Well,
he wants to be a
dude,
bro.
This guy just wants like friends.
He just wants a friend.
I mean, okay, since your post says, how would I become your friend? If you're talking to me, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Based on what you've written.
because we have nothing. I don't know anything about you. It's just like,
Oh,
would
that's
you
why?
meet someone and just be like,
I wouldn't want to be friends with someone that has zero confidence.
no, I know, I don't want to be his friend for that reason. As well as if I met him.
Walks up to you, he's like, oh, no, I'm unattractive.
Nice to meet you. I'm unattracted.
Yeah,
I'm unattracted, and I've been trying to change everything about myself so people will like me.
Jeffrey.
Maybe-
I'm Jeffrey. Also,
Here's
he's calling
some-
himself Jeffrey.
Here's some advice, Jeffrey. Maybe start giving out surveys so you can find out what people like, and then
Yeah,
you
but
can
pass
do
it off as like a psych, like, oh, this is for my
Yeah, what do you like to
class.
do? And then there you go. You'll be able to be like, well, the majority, because you're really into percentages, because you know fucking 75%.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
know how
true.
you got that
It's probably
number.
a survey.
Probably a survey.
So just do
So if you're giving surveys, do that, and you'll know, like, well, 75% of my university likes to go boating, and then you can pick that up.
I might even. This is something that Thumper would say.
Oh my
But
god!
I'm gonna say it anyways.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I mean, just hire an escort. To
Oh
help you,
yes, that's what I was
to
thinking.
help you look better.
If you're looking for a friend,
If you're that
a
desperate.
one-time friend, buy a prostitute. That's
And here's my thought process.
or
right?
an escort. That's even better. That's classier.
He's got 75% of his class, he says, drinks. I'm assuming it's a small school. I'm going to go even further. Assume it's private. And then I'm going to assume that he has some money because it's private, or at least a scholarship. Use that scholarship money. Hire an escort.
Yo, I was going with that.
I was going to say,
Or
if money is an issue.
Pick up
or
hard
concern.
drugs.
Ooh.
Nothing is more cooler
Yeah,
than
but if
hard
this guy
drugs.
won't drink.
Maybe because he actually knows his real passion is hardcore drugs. Like,
Maybe.
and if
Does seem
if
kinda
we've already put him in this classification that he goes to a private school and has all this money,
Well,
you can start doing like cocaine, man.
That's true.
You're high class, cocaine. So wrap up the advice for little old Jeffrey. Give surveys to people so you can find out what to do. Take a speech class. Hire an escort.
Get comfortable with the
And
idea
then-
of drinking.
And then pick up hardcore drugs along with drinking.
Oh, like it's not like you have to get hammered. I'd like to add either. I mean, a lot of kids are gonna think you're cooler if you get hammered,
Or
but just drink enough so you're more confident.
A little side note: if you don't want to drink, all you have to do, you can buy yourself a 30-pack of beer. Every party, just bring one beer and crack that beer open. Never drink it, but as long as you're holding that beer, people will think you're cool.
Yeah, but he has to
You need
talk
to-
to other people though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
I
don't
get
know.
yours is that's a nice
that's a
nice,
tactic though.
non-alcoholic way of doing it.
Yeah, just hold that beer, and then you don't look weird. Everyone looks weird if you're at the party not drinking.
You could probably
weird.
you could probably make a bunch of friends though. Like if you went with that 30 rack
and
and
drank it.
gave some away.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh buddy, you need it, bro.
Hey, you need a
Weightlifting,
drink?
bro. You need
Yeah.
a beer?
I got some protein powder
In the
and
beer.
and this beer. We're gonna take some fucking protein shots,
Bro.
and that's what we're gonna do, man.
No, seriously though. I mean,
Yeah, he could. No one
Potentially.
there's nothing better than giving free beer.
you know what the best part about this advice stuff is? We talk like they're gonna hear it.
But they're not.
Such a slim chance.
You're never gonna hear it unless you fucking comment, people.
Oh yeah.
Comment.
Maybe you know Jeffrey.
Ask for advice.
I don't know how you would, because he says he has no friends. But
Yeah. So no one knows him. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. You're never gonna get this advice and turn into the coolest kid ever.
We can't teach you how to live.
No.
All right, we can do it now. We have time.
All right.
We got
One
time,
more
right?
advice. Yeah.
You got time.
Yeah, we got enough time.
So, I don't. This is not clear whether it's a guy or a girl. So what's unisex?
Gender neutral name?
Yeah.
Well, there's always those names that are gender neutral, but I'm gonna spice this up.
Do you want to know the topic
We're
first?
going to call him.
Do you want to know the topip first?
Yeah, sure.
So what it reads, it says probably will become homeless soon. So,
oh
there you
shit. All right.
So I guess
That was gonna
a gender
that was gonna change the
neutral,
name.
A gender neutral homeless person.
I was gonna go with a gender neutral Pokemon name, but now I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be another one. We're gonna go with Peyton. I think that's a good homeless name.
Yeah, we'll go by Peyton. We'll
Peyton.
call him. Let's call him or her homeless. So let's just call it Pig for short.
Pig.
Okay.
A homeless pig named Peyton.
Just for short. So, Pig writes, "I'm failing school. I have hearing loss, and I can't live with my parents forever. So I'll eventually have to leave. I might apply for a different program though. I was wondering what's the good advice." That doesn't even. Alright, I was wondering what's the good advice when you're homeless. Thanks.
Well, see, we can already see that we know why you're failing school because you can't even write a goddamn forum post.
Yeah. Wow.
What's the good advice for being homeless?
That just lacks so many details that.
Yeah, are your parents gonna kick you out? I have to. You seem like you're choosing to be homeless.
I agree.
Everything explains why you're failing school when you're saying stuff like this. God damn.
I just don't. I don't think I understand what your hearing loss has to do with anything. You
that was just a nice little note, to make it sound even more miserable. Hey, buddy, I have hearing loss. What do you have hearing loss from? What are you doing?
Well, but he writes it, so it's written, "I'm failing school," parentheses, "I have hearing loss." It's are those
Is that
related?
why he's failing school?
Because you could just sit closer to the teacher.
Yeah.
Or get a hearing aid.
Yeah, you could. There's special programs at every school for someone who has a problem. So already we know you're lazy as fuck. Peyton, Pig, Piggy. It makes sense why you're a fucking pig, because this is a really big inside joke, everyone, with the name we picked.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. The hearing loss threw me for a loop.
It threw me off too.
I just like how he says, "So I can't live with my parents forever, so eventually I'll have to leave." I feel like that's that's your goal should be to leave. Let's be clear. You shouldn't want to live with your parents forever.
What's the good advice for being homeless? You don't have to pay property tax.
No, that's a benefit. That's not advice.
Well, that's, I guess, your advice.
That's just
what's the good advice for being homeless?
Get really good at playing an instrument.
Yeah.
Because they all
start playing an instrument.
They all play on the side, right?
Maybe before you get either expelled or dropped out of school. Also, as Jeffrey, you should take a speech class so that you can have a silver tongue and convince people to give you money.
Change.
Change.
Do you have any change?
Do you have any change?
I didn't get used to saying that.
Yeah.
I guess find Google a city that's nice to homeless people.
Yeah. Oh, you could go to
because you wouldn't want to go.
Fuck, where was it?
Somewhere warmer.
I feel like it's in.
Because you don't want to be outside when it's
in Washington
cold as shit.
Or Oregon. Oregon.
It's a regional thing.
I feel like they gave homeless individuals free housing because they were it just costs too much money.
There's a place by us.
Is there?
For homeless people.
For free? Or is it like a shelter?
I'm pretty sure it's...
Because I don't think you
know.
can stay in a shelter forever.
Yeah, it's definitely not forever.
This place is like, it's apartments. It's free apartments if you're homeless.
Wow.
Because they were like, it just costs too much money. So you could move there. There's some advice.
That's really good advice. Let's hope he lives kind of close to there because he won't have enough money to buy a car if he's homeless.
Find a nice bag a backpack that won't rip for holding your stuff.
Yeah. And like, waterproof your stuff.
I feel like you wanted advice about, like, what's the good advice about, like, I'm trying to sell you on being homeless? I'll tell you what, I'm not. Because being homeless is...
Obviously
there's no way I'm going to sell you on being homeless.
You could do your best to avoid becoming homeless. I guess first and foremost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've almost want to say, like, you're almost better off Googling, like, how to survive the apocalypse.
Yeah, because
basically,
that's what you
won't have anything.
Yeah, you're going to have... And, like, I don't know why you don't want to just stay with your parents instead of being homeless. Like, are your parents assholes?
I don't know.
Do you have really dicky parents that don't want you to stay there?
Well, like, he must not even be... I'm assuming he's not even willing to work.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Get a freaking job, you bum. You're not homeless and you're already a bum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, get a job. If it doesn't seem like school is for you, get a job. You could get a job at a factory because you already have hearing loss. Like, you're not going to get any more hearing loss from the factory.
Well, you could.
Or they'll give you earplugs and you won't have to worry. You'll be able to just have earplugs. You can wear them all the time and your ears will be perfect.
I'm with you on the bum thing. Like, this kid just seems like such
a
fucking loser.
You seem like someone who's homeless who isn't homeless. Peyton. Pig. You sound like a pig. I'm just envisioning you living in your parents' basement, like, listening to depressed music and being like, woe is me. Like, I'm going to college. My parents are letting me live at their house. And I have hearing loss.
All freaking call.
Oh, this is so sad.
My advice to freaking pig, just call it, man. Kurt Cobain.
Oh my God.
Kurt Cobain it. This kid is
dark.
He needs it.
That was dark.
He's a pussy.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Start off and be a fucking man.
Be a man. Do it. Or maybe like Fight Club style, like miss your brain.
Or I'm thinking, if you've ever seen Archer, get into a homeless electric bum fighting ring. And maybe making some money that way.
Okay.
Bum fights, electric bum fights.
This kid's a bitch.
Yeah.
Flat. No.
No, he really is a girl.
Not a fan. This was different though. At least it wasn't relationship advice.
This wasn't relationship advice, but it was. This might be even more pathetic than any of the relationship advice.
Yeah. Other than maybe the first guy.
Yeah. So to wrap up the advice, get your life together.
Well, that's not good advice.
Summarize it up. Like, get a job.
Get really good. I'm all for the silver tongue and getting really good at playing an instrument.
Before you get out of fucking school, take a speech class, learn an instrument.
Hopefully they're on the off chance. Actually, he has hearing loss. He might be fucked. Oh, Beethoven
didn't have ears.
Yeah. Well, he had ears.
I think history likes to get rid of that. He didn't have ears.
Maybe, though, if you already have hearing loss, you know what you could do? You could, like Vincent van Gogh, cut off your ear, get a sympathy vote.
Make a really sad sign that says, I have hearing loss. Can you please give me some money?
Yeah, but actually cut off your ear, because no one's going to be, they're going to be like, oh, he's got...
Cut off both ears.
Wow.
You could be deaf.
Actually deaf.
Legit deaf.
Well, I guess if you're too lazy to tell your teacher,
you probably can't. You're too lazy to cut off your ear. Be a man.
I love
that
that's his reason. I can't get over that. I'm failing school. I have hearing loss. Are you kidding me?
Like, there's so many ways that.
Read the freaking book.
Yeah, like your eye. Are you blind too? Did you forget to mention that?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our. If you're going to be homeless, get really talented at something and find a way to beg for change effectively.
Yeah. That's the good advice of being homeless, I guess.
The other advice is
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to sign off now. Hopefully people took something from this and are able to...
Hopefully they always do.
I hope they do. So thanks for listening and tuning in. Please comment. We'd love to hear any of your problems or questions, anything you want advice on. We are the people to give it to you. That's
Absolutely.
a fact.
Absolutely.
100% fact.
Email, comment,
Anything.
call me.
Call us. You don't know our number. But,
Well,
yeah, and don't forget to like this if you actually enjoyed it, or subscribe so that you always know, or you get a little notification like, hey, the Sampler Pack podcast dudes, they just posted another podcast video up.
Speaking really, really fast. So we're going to be trying to do this more often, where we split up our advice podcasts and our, we'll call them pop culture podcasts.
Yeah.
So be looking for potentially
Now two
podcasts a week. But you'll see that stuff, and we'll send out like a Twitter update when we get our channel figured out. But yeah, thanks for listening.
And yeah, we're gonna sign off now.
We can't say our usual. You just have a sample.
I guess
You can't say that.
we can't.
You guys have just gotten advice.
Boom.
All right.
I'm Thumper.
I'm Golden Boy.
Bye.